Welcome to Narrative Crusades Combat Patrol Tournament, where 12 of the galaxy's most iconic factions will battle it out to determine which faction reigns supreme and will be crowned the King of Combat. A massive thank you to GamingMat.EU for providing us a set of these ruins without asking for anything in return. Please go and check them out for all your terrain needs. Welcome back to Narrative Crusades. We are here with another Combat Patrol battle report, pitting the forces of Chaos against the Death Guard. Today we have Bam from the Patreon. Say hello.
Hello.
There we are, very good. Now, to run you through quickly this army, we've got exactly what's in the Combat Patrol box, which is 10 Legionaries, the Dark Master as I'm calling him, 5 Havocs, and the Hellbrute on the side. Now I have taken the secondary enhancement, which is Infernal Blessing, giving me a 5+ feel no pain on my leader, whilst taking Champion of the Dark Gods, granting me 3 victory points every time I kill a model in combat with my leader. Now what about you? What have you got on your Death Guard today?
So on Typhus I have the optional enhancement Miasmic Arrival, which gives the entire unit Deep Strike, and he's attached to the Poxwalkers. And my secondary objective is Contaminate Ground, which means if I end my turn from the second battle round onwards, within 3 inches of the centre of the battlefield, I get 3 VP.
Right, brilliant. And the mission we're playing today, it's an end-to-end one from the Leviathan rulebook called Forward Outpost. Basically, we've both these are both our outposts here and here, and we've both sort of stuck our head above the parapet and gone, oh, there's some mateys over there about 24 inches away, and yeah, it's all kicking off. Now you score 5 VP per objective held, 10 VP if you hold the opponent's deployment zone objective. Now it's to a maximum of 15 VP plus any secondaries that you gain. With this in mind, if your objective is held by the opponent, you will not be able to use command reroll. Now, with that in mind, we'll get to the roll for the first turn. Do you want the first turn, Tim?
No.
Right, let's roll off. A massive 6 for me. First turn to Chaos. We shall return. Right, this is the end of my movement phase with the Chaos. That little squad of 5 have moved over there to hold the objective, whereas the leader and his little gimps plus mates have got a massive advance of a 6 to get onto this objective, and we'll see if then guys can come and contest it in a moment. Other than that, Hell Brutus moved up over there. So the pistols are out of range over here, so we are just going to open up with the heavy weapons into the Plague Marines over here. Now annoyingly, these are, although they're modelled all with these autocannons, because it's Combat Patrol, they have 1 of each heavy weapon. Now, it's good for beginners, I think, because they get an idea of what different weapons can do and then decide going forwards what they want to equip their unit with when they get more Havocs. However, it's going to slow the shooting down a bit. So we are going to open up with the chain cannon into the Plague Marines. So the chain cannon has a massive 8 attacks, and it should be hitting on freeze. Brilliant, it's not actually heavy either, so how many hits do we got? 4 hits. Brilliant. Right, let's roll them again. That's strength 5, so it's going to need 4s to wound the Plague Marines over here. Right, Tim, that is going to be 2 armour saves. It would usually be AP nothing, however, I have the high ground on you, so it's going to be AP -1. You still make a save because you're in cover. Next weapon, we're just going to work our way down the list now. So the heavy bolter, 3 shots, hitting on freeze. Brilliant, 2 hits, no sustained hits coming through for us here though. Going to be wounding on 4s again though, because you are toughness 5. Is that just 1, is it? Yeah, brilliant. So another armour save at -2 in this case, because I have the high ground. Brilliant, you made it again. Power armor coming through. Right, next is the las cannon. It's 1 shot. I hope I don't miss. Woo! Right, now I just need freeze to wound at strength 9. Thank you very much, guys. The fourth and final gun is the Havoc missile launcher. We're going to fire a crack missile. It's one shot hitting on freeze. It hits. Need a free again. Okay, right, that's going to be -3 this time. Once again, bonus for the high ground. Right, fantastic. So, moving on to the Hellbrew. Over here. I think he's also going to tickle the Plague Marines. He has the plasma cannon. So, it's D3 shots. So, I've got a massive 3 shots. It's also blast. And he has more than 5 models, so I get an extra shot because of blast. We have hit, I believe, 3 times. And with a massive strength of 8, it's still freeze to wound because we're not doubling these Plague Marines out. So that's going to be 3. It's quite decent AP, I think. It is AP free. So a total of -2 because of your cover, Tim. Well, it's a flat damage 3, so it's going to be 2 Marines dead. That was pretty brutal, wasn't it?
Just a little.
Boom. Plague Marines looking a bit more sparse on the ground over here now.
4 left.
4 left. Right, with that in mind, we will be back, I think, for Death Guard turn 1, because I'm too far away for a charge here. I'm too far away for a charge over there. The Death Guard have finished moving. They've pushed up and stolen 2 objectives. Do you want to talk us through what you've done there, Bam?
So I've moved the Poxwalkers up to here with an advanced roll, giving them 10 inches. The Poxwalkers from here to here with an advanced roll, increasing it to 9 inches. And just moved standard movement onto objective 3 for the Plague Marines. Now I'm going to both the Poxwalkers, the turn is done. The Plague Marines, along with Fogworth Grouch, are going to take a pop at this big monster here. There's 2 bolt guns and a blight launcher. They all have lethal hits, but because Fogworth Grouch is with the unit, it grants them foul infusion, which means lethal hits actually activate on a hit roll of 5+ instead of 6. So I'm going to shoot off with they are within range. Start off with the bolt guns, hitting on 3s. So that's okay. So that is 3 lethal hits.
Right, so they've wounded, so it's just straight into armour saves then, isn't it?
It is indeed.
Right, let's just roll them up. So I am needing 3 pluses on the Hellbrew. He takes a wound. I think he's down to 7. I'll mark it up in a moment. Right, you've got your next gun there.
So, blight launcher, 2 attacks. So that is 1 lethal hit.
Sweet. And toughness 9, so am I double the strength of your gun?
Strength 6.
No, so you just need 5s to wound me with your remaining dice. So 1 auto wound.
So 3.
So not enough. So I'll roll for the auto wound. So we're going to need, for the pesky plague guy, another. I assume a 5-up's enough.
It's it's just -1 AP.
Yeah, so I'm fine. So make that save. Okay, nice. I think that's it for the Death Guard, isn't it? Because they've advanced.
It is.
And they've advanced. We will be back with Chaos turn 2. Start of turn 2. And here we go. So the Dark Master and his unit has moved up, ready to charge the Poxwalkers in glorious combat. And hopefully score me some of that secondary VP. These guys are staying put. They don't really care. Hell Brutus has moved up and is ready to unload on some Poxwalkers. And these guys, yeah, they're going to go 1 weapon at a time into the Death Guard Marines, who will have cover still. So, starting off, we are going to use Dark Packs. So I just need to roll a leadership check. I pass. So now I can grant the unit either lethal hits or sustained hits 1. So we're going to go for lethal hits. So starting with 8 shots from the chain gun. We're going to be hitting on 3s. Any 6s will automatically wound. Oh yeah, to be fair, I can't complain at 3 6s at all. Brilliant, so I'll grab them 6s out. They'll go to one side. And then we're going to need 4s. So 4 armour saves at AP 1, please. Sir. Just a single wound. Oh, alright, that's fair. But anyway, we're going to go back and single shot from the las cannon. It misses! Do you know what? We're going to CP because I've got like 3 CP. Hey, into a 2, great. And the missile launcher. It misses. And finally, the heavy bolt. It hits and wounds once automatically. It has sustained hits built in, so I get another hit against them. Meaning it's an auto wound, and I've hit twice and missed once. 4s. 1 armour save, -2 because I've got to the high ground. You make your save.
I do.
Right, on to the Hell Brute. It's only going to be, oh no, it'd be T3. Yeah, D3 shots from the plasma gun, please. So
1.
it's 1 hit, but there is 10 poxwalkers, so I get a total of 3 hits because of blast. That's an extra hit for every 5. I hit 3 times, and I do only need 2s here. Brilliant. So it's damage free. So the way damage works is you roll a dice for each point of damage. So the first shot is 3 damage, and you'll need to pass all 3 5-ups for 1 poxwalker to live. No, and the second poxwalker? No. Okay, so that's 2 of them dead. That's fine. And you can remove them from whatever you please. Right, that in mind, we're just going to get onto the charges. I'm going to charge here. We'll roll the Dreadnought's charge because he might not make it. He has made it. Brilliant. And then for my main squad of murder. I only needed a 1. I'm in on 6. Time for murder. So, we could start over there, but we're not going to. This is where I want to start. I want to use the character. So, it's going to be 6 attacks swinging into the poxwalkers. We hit on 2s. Well, that's everything.
6 hits.
And due to Dark Zealotry, him and his unit get +1 to wound. So in this case, it's going to be 2s to wound because his weapon is strength 6.
5 wounds.
That's going to be 5 wounds. It's AP 1, putting you to an 8+ save, and it's damage to a swing. So each guy needs to roll a double 5 to live. I'd advise rolling 8 dice. It will be explained. So that's 3 dead. Then roll another 2 dice. That's 10 dice. Right, so in the first 5 you've got 2 5-ups, then 2 1s. So that's 5. That's 5 dead. So we now have 15 attacks from the close combat weapons of the Legionaries. These will be hitting on 3s.
12.
So that's 12 attacks. And the wounding usually on 4s, but +1 to wound from the leader, so 3s to wound. Was I don't know. It's all right, I suppose. So just 7 5-up, feel no pains. It's only damage 1. Oh, have a kill 5. Have a kill 5. That is the unit done. That is them annihilated. Now onto the Hell Brute. The Hell Brute is a little bit of a beast. He's got a whopping 5 attacks with the Hell Brute hammer. Now these hit on 3s. Sorry. Incorrect, they hit on 4s because it's a big, hefty Hell Brute fist hammer thing. So yeah, 4s to hit. Very nice. It's actually 2s to wound because it's strength 14. Of course it is. Right, I'm going to CP one of them, 1s, because I at least want to kill a poxwalker. Right, brilliant. That puts me down to 1 CP. And can you roll? I need to roll 2d6 for the damage. It's 1d6 to swing. Yes, that's just going to be 2 dead poxwalkers because it's 6 damage for one and 4 damage for the other. Now over here, Mr. Bam, you get to fight back But first you would pile in up to 3 inches. So I think if you move smart here, you should be able to take the maintain control of the objective as long as you have at least 4 touches. Yeah, you've done it, look at that. Not just a pretty face, right?
Not even.
Right, start swinging for the fences.
Okay, so poxwalkers each have 2 attacks.
That's pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good for some dead guys.
So 12 attacks, but don't get too excited. Weapon skill 5+.
Oh! I've no doubt I'm still going to be here, but that was a pretty decent number of hits, I'm not going to lie.
And they do have lethal hits.
On 6s or 5s?
On 6s.
So 2 auto wounds.
2 auto wounds.
And then it's going to easily be 6s to win. So I've got 3
strength
armor saves
3.
to make. So my save is a 3+. Failed 2. So if you could just knock me down to 5 wounds over there, you've done about as much damage as I have to you. Now, do your guys care about battle shock over here?
I think they do.
Oh, they do they? Oh, no, cool. Yeah.
So they take battle shock.
Well, they would, but you've still got over half a unit, so they're actually fine for the minute. But yeah, that is the end of Chaos turn 2. So we will return to see what the Death Guard pull out the bag now. Back at the end of the Death Guard movement phase, and going to be a brutal turn 2. Not much has changed on the board at all, other than this massive game-changing deep strike in the corner here. Right, talk us through what's in your mind here, my man.
So Typhus and 10 poxwalkers. If I can make the 9-inch charge onto your objective and kill 3 of the Chaos Marines, then I will hold your objective, which denies you the CP and your ability to
score. Yeah, and in this mission forward outposts, if he holds that, he will be scoring 10 a turn as well, just for that one objective. The max of 15 still counts, but it makes it easier. That being said, you'll probably get, if you just charge me, you'll probably end up owning the objective through sheer weight of numbers. However, that being said, killing a few will guarantee it.
And it's a long charge.
It's a long charge with a 9-inch long bomb. And you're not Dan. To Dan, that would be easy. He wouldn't care. Right, so what have we got first?
So, first, Plague Marines shooting into the Chaos Marines and your leader. So I'm going to start off with the Blight Launcher.
Brilliant.
So 2 attacks, 3s to hit, 2 hits, and one of them, because of the foul infusion, 5+, activates critical lethal hits. So 1 lethal hit.
Brilliant.
1 hit. Strength 6.
And we are toughness 4, so 3s to wound me.
So that is a no.
Any AP?
So -1 AP.
So it's a 4 up. We've made it. What's next?
So 2 Plague Bolt Guns. 2 attacks each. Hitting on 3s. And 5s and 6s activate lethal hits. So that's 2 lethal hits and 1 normal hit. So 2 wounds. And strength 4.
Toughness 4.
No wound. So that's 2 saves, no AP.
Right, 2 saves, no AP. Freeze. We've smashed them both with a snaky 6 and the magic 5.
And finally, from the Plague Marines, the Plague Spewer.
Oh, nasty flamethrower.
So D6 attacks.
Oh, big
6 attacks.
So that's 6 automatic hits, because flamethrowers just hit automatically. You don't need to roll to hit, you just roll number of shots. So what are we looking at for the wound roll?
So strength 5.
We're toughness 4, so only 3s to wound.
And anti-infantry 2+.
So actually it's 2s to wound. What am I dealing
5 wounds.
with? Any AP on that?
It is -1.
That's a really good flamethrower, you know. So 4s. We do lose a Marine. Yeah.
And Golgoth Grouch, whatever his name is going to sling his Hyper Blight grenades. So that is Assault, Blast, Lethal Hits.
Oh, not much then.
And attacks a D6. So 3.
Does it have Blast?
It does.
Which means, because I've got more than 5 models, you get an extra hit.
Perfect. So Strength 5.
Still Toughness 4. Freeze to wound, my man.
Oh. One wound.
1 wound.
-1.
You watch all my laughing. I'm gonna flop it now. I do.
Damage 2.
Oh, another dead guy. Yeah. Ooh. I believe that's your shooting concluded.
It is.
Yes,
On to the charge.
This is what we're here for.
Okay.
Some poxy boys. Oh, it's a 6.
And I'm going to spend a CP to re-roll.
Of course he is. Does he make it? I'm a bit scared actually. Oh, it's a 10!
Oh, yes,
floating.
he's in.
I mean, oh, it's a 10! He's floating! Right, we're back in after that godly, heroic charge by the big, smelly man himself. Right, I believe you're fighting here first and not being silly and fighting the Dreadnought.
That is correct.
So talk us through what's swinging.
Okay, so Typhus going to attack first. He's got Nurgle's Gift up, which is making the Chaos Marines -1 toughness, taking them to toughness 3. I'm also going to spend a CP, taking me down to 2, to increase Typhus's armor penetration by 1. And I'm going to use the Master Crafted Man Reaper, the sweep attack, which gives me 10 attacks at weapon skill 2+. It also has lethal hits, so on 6s it's an automatic wound. So looking for 2s, so that's 9 hits with 1 wound.
Nice, straight away.
And it's strength 6, so it'd normally be 3s to wound, however they're -1 toughness, so it's 2s to wound.
Well, that's brilliant for you.
That is not a bad roll. 8 saves.
Total, yeah? With the
8
automatic
saves,
one.
exactly. He is normally -1 AP for the sweep, however it is -2 AP because of the stratagem.
Right, so we need 5s. So we make 2.
3.
We make 3. Meaning we lose 2.5 mateys. That wasn't bad. That wasn't bad at all. You now fight with your Poxwalkers.
So that is now 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So they each have 2 attacks each, hitting on 5s.
The thing is, if you cause 1 wound, that's all you need to do and it'll drop another one because one of my guys are wounded. That's a whopping amount of attacks actually. I know it hits on 5s, but a good amount is still going to get through. That's looking pretty damn good.
Sanity check. 2, 4, 6, 7. So 7 hits, and 2 of them are lethal hits.
Just so you know, the sanity check was for Bam's sanity.
My sanity, yes.
Maths was involved.
Maths was involved. Okay, they're strength 3. However, your chaos unit is toughness 3.
So
Pause. That one.
Get it back in the dice tray. Just one, is it?
1 wound. Okay, so that's 3 wounds total.
Oh, 3 actually, that's not too bad. Now the AP1 strat, does that confer to the unit?
Until the end of the phase, each time a model in your unit makes an attack, improve the armor pen characteristic of that attack by 1. So they are -1.
So for we lose a guy and another guy's wounded. Whoa. Whoa. Wow, we'll put the wound out in a second. So that
Plague will take you.
something's going to take him in a dark alley with a voice like that. So I've got 6 attacks back with my close combat weapons. 3 hits because you're -1 to be hit.
Why?
What's the Typhus was -1 to be hit?
You are correct.
Ah, yes. And then freeze
I know
to
my
wound.
rules.
Freeze to wound, so I'm going against Poxwalkers. 2 arm tips, no EP. So 2 feel no pains.
5 ups.
Have it back.
No.
Woo! That is still very much your objective. I'm going to test for Battle Shock now. Usually you do it at the end of the combat phase, but just so you know, this part of the board's done. We are Battle Shocked. Not that we can control the objective anyway. Ooh, so they're in trouble. Over here, because it is not Chaos's turn, Chaos fight first in ongoing combat. So 5 attacks. We need 4s, followed by 2s in this situation, because we're strength massive. Sweet. I'll roll the damage. It might be, I wouldn't bother rolling Feel No Pain for that one, because you'd have to pass 7 on one guy. This one you only have to pass 2 5-ups on one guy.
I'm optimistic.
Oh, close. 2 more Dead Plague Marines, and you may strike me back with the remaining mooks.
4 guys, 8 attacks. Hitting on 5s, 6 is the lethal hits. So
That's
1 lethal hit and 1 normal hit.
I'm toughness 8, you're strength 3, you would need 6s. Usually toughness 9, but down 1 for the contagion.
So 1 save from my lethal hit.
I'll be alright. Because I've got more wounds, right? Yep. So knock me down to 4 there, please. Okay, that was an absolutely brutal turn. You do owe me a Battle Shock test for these guys, because they're now under half strength.
Leadership is 8.
So you need to roll 8 or more. So they are Battle Shocked, which means they do not count and cannot score the objective, giving me control of the objective when it passes to my turn 3. Very brutal. As for secondaries, I have scored 3 extra because my leader has battered some Poxwalkers. Sadly, Typhus has not scored his secondary for holding the middle of the board. However, that being said, he has taken my home objective, which puts me up a creek. We are back at the start of turn 3. I've moved up here with my Chaos Mateys, because if he's going to take my objective, then I'm going to take his. Still in combat, and just at a loose end right now, because they can't really see anyone, and I can't be bothered to move them. Yeah, so they're going to stay put. We'll see what we'll do with them next turn. Right, we're just going to start here. 2 bolt pistols into the Poxwalkers. 2 hits. No wounds. Right, over here. And over here we have 4 bolt pistols going into the Plague Marine. See if we can strip that wounded one off. 2 hits. We do need 5s though, because they are very tough. Nothing.
It was 2 hits.
Oh, you're quite right, it was 2 hits, but it's 3 fails to win, so I can't even cheat right. I need to get me some of them Eldari loaded dice. With that, I think I'm just going to go straight into my charge over here, into them.
Overwatch.
You may Overwatch indeed. I've made the charge on a big fat 9.
So D6.
Yeah, is this the normal flamer or the character?
No, there's normal Plague Spear.
Well, yeah, hit
6.
6 times. I'm within 6 inches of you for your contagion range at this point.
Yep. So -1 toughness.
That's the one.
Strength 5.
Ooh, freeze.
Oh,
So 5 -1s.
it is indeed. And yeah, anti-infantry 2+.
That dash straight clear, boy. Oh dear, I lose 1 and a bit. So I'm going to lose these 2 mooks. I apologise if I can't actually lose them. Let me know in the comments, guys, and then drop a guy into a wound. And then your other flamer.
This is not a flamer, it is a grenade.
Oh, go for it.
D6. 6 again.
Whoa.
Or you can use my loaded dice, apparently.
They are Eldari ones.
Steadying the camera.
Thank you.
Okay, They are lethal hits.
That's quite a lot of wounds already. Oh, and it would be on 5s as well, wouldn't it?
And it's blast.
I've got less than 5 models, so blast doesn't apply.
So, strength 5, your toughness 3, so that's 4 lethal hits.
So that's 4 wounds straight away, and then you've got 1 hit, which you need to roll into a wound.
Strength 5, toughness 3.
No, it'd be freeze. So
Okay.
was it 4?
And then minus 1 AP.
Was it 4? Was it?
Let's say 4. Yeah, say 4.
I'll roll for it. Minus 1. A dead guy on a wound. This charge is looking less and less favourable now. Well, I say that. I've made the charge. I've already rolled the dice, so they're in. But you have got bolt guns still, so you might strip that wound yet.
Bolt guns and a blight launcher.
Right.
So, blight launcher, lethal hits, 2 attacks.
1-0, 1 hit.
That's a lethal hit.
Minus.
1.
Alright, I'm good. And the bolt guns, have you got 1 or 2 of them?
Got 2 bolt guns.
So you'd be in rapid fire range at this point, so there'll be 4 shots total, 2 each.
They are actually 2 each.
Oh, anyway.
Standard.
Oh, sweet. Oh, they're different for a bolt gun then. 4
They,
wounds.
they are lethal hits.
Wow, just 4 free ups there, right?
Yep.
Did I just roll 2 2s? Oh my word. Dead guy and a guy in a wound. To be fair, I think we forgot, most Overwatch is 6s to hit, however the amount of 5s you just rolled it would still trigger. And I'm pretty happy with that because I don't think any rogue hits really got through. So, okay, they make the charge anyway.
That was quite successful.
I can't touch on. Oh. Come on guys, that's pro camera work. Leave it to me. I'm of course going to fight over here first, because that's my charge. And I'm not really worried about this fight over here, because they're very much dead. And I very much want this one. So I'm going to start with my 6 attacks.
Is it possible to interrupt?
You have to, I get my first pick before any interrupts would occur.
Go for it.
So I've got my 6 attacks. I hit you on 2s.
That is 6 hits.
Damn good roll. And I would wound you on 3s because I'm strength 6. But I have +1 to wound. 2s.
That is 6 wounds.
That's pretty fantastic. So let me just check the AP. The AP is only actually 1. Yeah.
Toughness 5.
I wound on 2s because I'm strength 6.
Yep.
With +1 to wound.
Perfect.
So yeah, that is actually an amazing 6 wounds -1, so you're on your 4 up save. It's 2 damage apiece. So only 2 die. That's pretty good going. Sweet. Then I've got 3 more attacks that you get your full saves against. I've hit 3 times. I would wound on 5s down to 4s because of +1 to wound. That's pretty good. 3 armor saves. Can you get a 2 and a 1 please?
I will try just for you.
It's not what I asked for, but...
Oh, okay.
So another dead guy. It would now be your pick.
I am going to choose to fight with Typhus and the Poxwalkers and use the sweep again.
Big 10 attacks.
Yes.
Why not? Right, do it.
Okay, 2s to hit with lethal hits.
So 2 auto wounds straight away.
So it's strength 6, your toughness 3.
So 2s.
2, 4, 6, 8. So 8 saves at -2.
8 saves at -2. We need 5s. Toast. They are out of it. Nice one. That objective is well and truly yours. I'm going to fight here now. That's going to be my pick. So a nice cheeky 5 attacks. We're hitting on 4s. 2 hits. What is up with this guy, man? And then I roll damage. Yeah, I just removed 2 because it'd be 6 feel no pains apiece. Feel free to attempt if you wish.
Not so much.
Yeah. Then you just fight back at everywhere that you want to.
Excellent. We'll start off with the remaining Plague Marine. Folgoth Grouch.
Do your
I
worst.
will get his name right at some point. Okay, so leader with a heavy plague weapon. So 3 attacks. Weapon skill 4. So that's 4. That's 3 4s.
Just hit 3 times. He's hit all the times.
Yeah, it is lethal hits, but no 5s or 6s. Strength 8.
It's going to be 2s.
That's 3 wounds at -2 AP.
So 5. Oh god, so that's him dead. What's the damage?
And
it is?
2 damage.
So that's my guy left on 1 wound. I'm going to use my only CP to try and save 1. Nope. Oh, I can't even use CP. You've got my objective. Right, ignore that. So I've still got a CP that I can't use. So that's him dead. And I think he's got 2 wounds. Tell a lie, because he's got 6. So your last guy attacking.
Folgoth Grouch. So Plague Knives with lethal hits. 4 attacks at weapon skill 3. So that is 2 automatic wounds and 2 1s.
What is your AP?
AP is 0.
I'm alright.
You are fine.
So, I'm now alone. Your unit owes me a battle shock there.
Plague Marines also have Remorseless. So while the unit is within range of an objective marker you control, which currently I do, each time you take a battle shock test for this unit, I add 1 to that test.
Good, right. 2d6.
So, leadership is 6.
Need to beat 6. 6 becomes 7, you're good. Sorry, you need to equal or beat 6, which you did. Fantastic. I think you have 2 slaps with the Plague Marines here, or 4 slaps.
4 slaps at 5s.
Bugger all.
Nout.
And then 2d6
Nada.
for your battle shock, because you're way below half strength at this point. Battle shocks again.
They are leadership 8, so that is not great.
No, they're not meant to be great though, are they? So, that in mind, I do score my secondary for plus 3 VP because my leader did kill someone. But what we're going to do is roll straight into the Death Guard's turn 3 because it's going to be that quick, I think. You kind of run away with it here because you score your 15, 10 for my one, 5 for your home one. And over here...
So I'd like to run to the centre of the board.
Yep, go for it. So usually guys, you'd have to roll a desperate breakout test because he's both battle shocked and in combat with my fit vehicle.
Plague Marines.
Straight into combat, is it?
Straight into combat. I can shoot into combat, I believe.
With pistols on these guys.
So, inject pistol for Folgoth Grouch.
Of course he's got some in.
It is 1 attack, which is a 1. I'm going to spend a CP.
Moving on.
Not so much.
So pass to combat at this point, if you're happy to.
Indeed.
So because it's your turn and it's an ongoing combat, I fight first. So I've got 6 attacks, 2s and 2s. I'm not even risking that Dark Pact right now because I might kill myself if I do. Brilliant, another 6 wounds. With this, I'd roll 1 at a time because it's only -1, but you want to start either on your leader and then to your Plague Marine, or on your Plague Marine then to your leader.
Plague Marine.
You good? So it takes 2 damage.
So,
And then there's 3 more to roll on your guy on this one, so probably another 3-4 ups.
he has 4 wounds. Can I spend a CP to re-roll that one of those wounds?
You can indeed. Boom! So
He's in there.
he's alright. So with that in mind, that combat is still ongoing.
There's no other combat to do apart from that, so I'll attack back. So 4 attacks.
I hope you really don't kill me.
I hope I do. So that's 3 automatic wounds.
Wow, here we go. It's the start.
So strength 5.
Freeze.
Sorry, strength 4. Nothing. So
And
3
the AP.
wounds. No AP.
I'm on 1 wound. This is getting pretty gnarly. Thing is, keep in mind I can't command reroll anything because Typhus is add off with my my outpost. It's his now. I'm not getting that back. So that would be the end of your turn 4. And the end of turn 4 in general. So it would pass to my turn 5. And with that it's gonna be mega quick. So I'm gonna roll in advance on my Havocs. 1, I'm not even gonna bother, they're just gonna stay where they are. We're not gonna make the objective. The Dreadnought would pop some shots over here, but it really doesn't matter because he's not going to kill anyone because it's 1 turn of shooting. So we're going to go straight here to see if I can kill you. So 2s and 2s. Yes?
Yep.
Good. Yes. Oh, I dropped 3 there, so just 3 -1s.
So 4 ups.
Even if
He's
you CP1, he is dead. Gaining me my secondary. But I can't consolidate. I must stay put. It wouldn't matter if I did. I can't score. Which would pass us straight back to Lamb's final turn 5, in which he gets another whopping 10. No way to score his secondary. He could butcher them, but there is no point, for he has scored and he has won the game. Keep in mind you score at the end of your turn, so you'd want to stay on the objective.
Yep.
It's the end thing. But you've still won because you've had multiple turns of 10, whereas I've had a few turns of 5. We'll put the final score up in just a moment. But to be fair, I don't know how you felt, but I felt early game with this that I was gonna run away with it.
Agreed.
But then Typhus come in and that all changed, didn't it?
And to be honest, I forgot Typhus was even there for a while because he was off the board. I think the decision for Typhus to either contest objective number 2, where your leader and squad was, or to get as close to the middle as I could to score my 3 VP, or to plant back where they ended up to get onto your objective. Those were the 3 decisions. I think I made the right decision there.
I think so as well, because you've won the game, so you clearly did.
That's how that works, yeah.
He did slap pretty hard. Strength 6, AP1 is not to be looked at, especially with damage 2. And the +1 to win, brilliant. I might have got it wrong at the end, now I think about it. Let us know in the comments, because he lost his unit, so his +1 to win might not have applied anymore. So let us know if that's the case. We are still learning too. With that, brilliant game. Nice sweaty handshake under these nice sweaty lights on this sweaty day.
Well played.
Absolutely. Until next time, thanks for watching everyone.